Welcome to another episode of St Vincent Untold Stories.
On this episode, we feature Javon Samuel, that goes by the alias Jabless. Jabless is currently doing a 20-year prison sentence for using a machete on his ex-girlfriend, leaving her with scars on her head, her hand, and her face. Jabless is a friend of Untold Stories. As an elder, we watched these youths grow up, so we know the history and the legacy. So just imagine you have to do an untold story and a friend who went to the prisons for 20 years. Big ups to all of my subscribers. And if you are new to the channel, please remember to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell icon if you wish to see more videos like these. Jabless was always a popular guy. From back in primary school, he'd always have the latest sneakers. You'd have some men that would get the girls when they are big. They go to a good school, they go to study, and they don't study to get a wife until they have finished with their studies and they have a good job. But you see, Jabless' situation was different. His relatives had two popular vans on the road. So even him became popular through that. And from since primary school, he had been getting a lot of girlfriends. When he moved on to high school, he became even more popular. Girls started to flock him from all different directions. Every Monday morning, the principal and the teachers would have to stop girls from fighting for Jabless. And it wasn't just the girls alone fighting. Other men would try to fight Jabless because their girlfriend would try to be his girlfriend. At the time, the man was making more money in a day than a bank teller because there were 5 girls who would bring their recess money and their lunch money to him. And by the end of the day, Jabless would end up with over 100 and something dollars. It is alleged that one time there was a group of girls, and Jabless used to reason with one in the crowd who used to go home by him. And there was one there that had bad energy towards Jabless. You know, sometimes there are girls who would like you, and because you pay them no mind, they figure say, well, oh, they're gonna bad talk you with their friend. So she kept bad talking Jabless to her friend. But the friend did not knew that she was the one who really liked Jabless. Boy, one afternoon, when she was all alone, Jabless stepped to her and Jabless said, look, you like him, you know. The girl said, no, when me going with man like you, I don't like you. Jabless said, tell me the truth. She said, oh, I've been liking you for a long time, but you always try to date the cute girls. There was also one girl who used to go to Canada for vacation all the time. And she would boast and say she would never mind man. But when she bucked upon Jabless, the thing was so sweet that Jabless used to live at the Western Union. Every weekend, Jabless would call and say, I want a 300, a $400 to do something. And that came immediately. Jabless himself used to travel a lot too. Because he used to go to Tatola for vacation. And he even picked up more girls in Tola. And what increased the swing with him too. Back in those days, only the popular boys used to be the conductors on the top vans. But they had some top vans. So sometimes Jabless would walk to slide the van door. And the girls would be saying, Jabless, Jabless, I saw Jabless. And the mothers would say, shut your mouth. Don't call out to the conductor boys. They have a lot of girls. Jabless, Jabless. All the girls would scream the name Jabless. But jealousy came with those girls shouting. Some of their boyfriends would pick street fights with one Jabless. But you see, Jabless had bad boy for a long time. Them man then a carry home lash. You see, you might group up and win a war. But if them man catch you 1-1, you get it back. I saw them boy they operate. Me know them from morning. To go against them man in and face a fight, you have to be really strong. Because of a mongering and where the man them from, a plenty sauce, plenty yam pie, You know them kind of weird mountain style thing. They are from a farming community. One time a youth did give Jabless a whole heap of tough chat. And Mongrin and did have a dance the night. Boy, and the man showed up. Who tell him to do that? Jabless get a pea stick. And from the time the man start whipping him and scream like a little baby. Swai! Swai! Shoo! Swai! The man said, Jabless, don't know, don't know. Jabless said, don't know. Them think them a bad boy. So we are going to whip them again. Swai! The man said, Jabless, please. I become a friend them in a wrong while me give them tough chat. Me not mean nothing, Jabless. Swai! You know, the man got up and run. And the man was supposed to run into Canary Police Station. The man run past Canary Police Station. Oh, the man so frightened. The man forgot say him I go make a report. Plus if he make a report and the man them hold him, he would have get a next piece whip again. You see, Jabless did pick up a nice girlfriend. But at one time, Ambridgen did end up with the girl. So everybody was wondering what happened. Next thing, he ended up with a nice, beautiful one from across the same area. And everybody was saying to themselves, yes, Jabless cool out now. So sort no man believes them safe. Because Jabless now go check them gal again. Boy, news broke out that Jabless had done something to the girl and her mom. Weeping and mourning started. The allegations are that some money or something went missing and there was a frustration. At Untold Stories, we cannot say what took place, but that is what was alleged. And we don't want to add to what we don't know. And every story has three sides. But after the altercation and the smoke cleared, it was said that Jabless had used an object to implement some wounds on his then girlfriend. You see, he took responsibility and he was arrested and charged and then remanded to Her Majesty's prisons at the time. When the matter arose again, Jabless was given a 20-year prison sentence. During the first part of his stint in prisons, he got involved with some things that he was not supposed to get involved in. Like, for example, it is alleged that he was caught with a cellular phone. You see, at the time of Jabless' rise to fame, he was also pursuing a musical career. So he was a recording artist. So when he went to prison, he started to participate in the prison concert. But because he was caught with certain things, they did not allow him to participate anymore. But you see, he was also going through a phase. Allegations are that he was suffering from mental illness. So he was placed in an area where other prisoners were going through the same thing. Just imagine you had everything outside and you were sentenced to 20 years in prison. That would break anyone down. Just a few days ago, one of St Vincent's best journalists, Life Compton, covered a story where the prisoners were going through a rehabilitation process. And one of those prisoners that was interviewed was Jabon Samuel, better known as Jabless. He did not hide anything. He spoke out boldly. He said that he was remorseful. He was sorry for what he did. Sorry for the actions and the pain that he caused. Currently, he's a part of a program where they are rehabilitating prisoners because his sentence would end soon. So he's going to touch road again. And he said that he wants to touch road and be a better person. He does not want to go back to his old ways. He also warned the young men to stay away from trouble, stay away from prison. He said that it is not a nice place. You see, we know his ex-girlfriend very well. And boy, it was a sad story. And we said before, we don't condone anything like that. But eventually, there is a time that most prisoners has to do their sentence and come back on the road. But we don't want them to come back on the road with the same attitude. Now the young man is saying that he has changed. So he's coming back out as a different person. I hope the youths take his advice.